In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. All the praises and thanks be to Allah, the Lord of the Alamin, mankind, jinns and all that exists. The most beneficent, the most merciful. The only owner of the day of recompense, i.e. the day of resurrection. You alone we worship, and you alone we ask for help. Guide us to the straight way. The way of those on whom you have bestowed your grace, not the way of those who earned your anger, nor of those who went astray. The Qur'an, Surah Al-Fatiha. The message: 10 best Islamic books for adults to learn Islam better. Best Islamic books for adults. When it comes to religion and faith, you will find that there are a lot of misconceptions and a lot of people who have little to no idea what they are talking about. So, when you can't find the answers from the people around you, take the help of these 10 best Islamic books for adults. What books should I read to learn Islam? Islamic literature that provides value to its reader is helpful. The ideal Islamic book is one that explains, illustrates, and displays the truth so that you can either be inspired to practice Islam or gain useful Islamic knowledge. Number 1. The Holy Qur'an. The Holy Qur'an is your first and most reliable source to understand Islam. Each day make it a point to recite or read its translation. Various reliable free Qur'an apps are available for convenience. Without a thorough study of the Qur'an, it is impossible to comprehend the principles of Islam. Although the Holy Qur'an must be recited and understood from an early age, adulthood is the best time to truly study it. This is because you have lived a considerable life by then and experienced some truly hard times, so you are able to resonate with the stories of the prophets and apply the wisdom in your practical life. Number 2. Reclaim Your Heart by Yasmin Mogahed. This amazing book is perfect for anyone going through a tough time, especially in their early 20s. That is the time when the reality of the whole world is shifting around them. The book uses the teaching of the Holy Qur'an and gives an in-depth perspective on the true purpose of our worldly life. Moreover, it also focuses on and motivates us to form a strong relationship with our Creator. Number 3. The Story of the Qur'an, Its History and Place in Muslim Life by Ingrid Mattson. The book explains the Qur'an, its meaning, and its role in Muslim society. Furthermore, it examines the Quranic teachings and gives a thorough explanation of their importance to both individual Muslims and the society in which they live. This is done by diving deep into the major concepts of the Qur'an, the most significant historical interpretations of it, and some of the most prominent individuals who have conveyed and taught the holy book throughout history. Number 4. In the Footsteps of the Prophet, Lessons from the Life of Muhammad by Tariq Ramadan. A wonderful biography of the Prophet Muhammad by Tariq Ramadan emphasizes the moral and spiritual guidance of the most important figures in human history, i.e., Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Number 5. No God But God by Reza Aslan. Reza Aslan gives a vivid account of Islamic tradition, history, and the concept of faith. The book is a compelling, original, perceptive, and thought-provoking reminder that, despite the media attention given to acts of terrorism, Islam has been and continues to be a vibrant, rich spiritual path for the majority of Muslims. Number 6. Journey into Islam by Akbar S. Ahmed. The finest book to read on the evolving Muslim world by a Muslim, briefly describing each era and the current mentality. This significant book provides a new paradigm for comprehending the Muslim world. by challenging prejudices and conventional knowledge about Islam and its interaction with globalization. Ahmed makes wise recommendations for how the United States should strengthen ties with Islamic countries and peoples while Western leaders fight terrorism. The book not only introduces Islam to non-Muslims but also refreshes the outlook of the religion for Muslims and motivates them to dive deep into the true teachings of Islam. Number 7. Understanding the Qur'an, Themes and Style by Muhammad Abdel Haleem. In this book, Muhammad Abdul Haleem analyzes the Quranic language and for the first time places its recurring themes in relation to it. He goes on to look at its recurring themes in relation to the Quran, including life and eternity, marriage and divorce, peace and conflict, etc. Number 8. Who Speaks for Islam? What a Billion Muslims Really Think by John L. Esposito and Dalia Mogahed. This book contains multiple interviews with Muslims from around the world and seeks to correct misconceptions by fairly presenting Muslim perspectives. Discussions include topics including democracy, radicalism, feminism, and US perspectives. Although the respondents' replies varied, several tendencies provided insight into the attitudes of modern Muslims. Number 9. Minhajul Muslim by Abu Bakr Jabir al-Jazairi. Sheikh Abu Bakr Jabir al-Jazairi, a distinguished religious Saudi scholar, has compiled teachings from various reliable Islamic scholars. All of the essential Islamic laws and guidelines have been brought to the public's attention in one book by him. Number 10. The End of the World by Dr. Muhammad Abdul Rahman Al-Arifi. This Islamic text gives guidelines for interpreting the signs of the hour, dispels common myths about them, and provides readers with an interpretation of more than 135 of the elements of the end of times, the hour. References from the Qur'an, the Sunnah, dictionaries, historical books, and Salaf sayings are included in this book, through the use of maps and images pertinent to the subject. It goes on to describe the signals of the hour in more detail. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel. The Message. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe.